Well, different strains of bird flu have been popping up across the country, of course, posing a threat to livestock and possibly raising prices at the grocery store. So far, only one case has been reported in a flock of birds in Vermont and none in the North Country yet. But as ABC 22's Matt Laufer shows us, local farmers are taking proper precautions.
There's been a lot of talk about bird flu lately, so I figured it was time to look into things and see how it may be affecting us here in the North Country. According to the CDC, HPAIA is affecting dairy cattle and has shown up in 16 states across the nation so far. The avian strain of H5N1 affecting birds has hit just over 100 flocks across the country, including one backyard flock in Vermont last month. Neither has been reported in New York State, but the threat is real. Mary Bushy has a small flock on her farm.
It is something that you think about and something that you worry about because we have a lot of sparrows that get into the chicken coop, and those sparrows can carry the bird flu.
Meanwhile, up the road, the chickens at Giroux Poultry are kept indoors and have no interaction with wild birds, but the threat could come from the people working there. A Danger Giroux says their biosecurity measures have drastically reduced.
Clean shoes and clean clothes, and that we have, boot baths. We disinfect all vehicles that come on the farm, so we try and keep the hen houses themselves, relatively safe zones where they're clean and isolated.
If a single bird in a flock contracts the flu, the entire flock must be depopulated.
Government comes in because they don't want it to spread, they don't want it to mutate and get any stronger, so they come in and they have you depopulate.
Depopulation is a nice way of saying kill the animals, which brings us to the next question: how is this affecting egg prices? Giroux has been lucky so far. Poultry farmers in other parts of the country, not so much.
This year the industry has depopulated about 40 million birds, and which is about 15% of the flock. So that's the biggest reason that supply is actually constricted this year, because of the mass depopulation.
When supply is constricted, egg prices generally go up. Some stores are selling eggs for more than $5 a dozen. Meanwhile, here in Beekmantown, like so many other local bird owners, Bushy is doing what she can.
You just have to keep an eye on the birds to make sure they're still healthy and there's no problem with them.
In Beekmantown, Matt Laufer, ABC 22 News.